Your meditation posture matters in the sense that your perception of the body should disappear. So anything that like contracts the body, if I sit down like this, it feels comfortable now, but after a while, gravity is going to start pulling my body down and everything starts to come back. So if I'm too relaxed and limp in the body, the energy doesn't conduct through the body efficiently, and eventually the mind will contract back into the physical tension. So what I want to do is create that stretch that's in my hand into my entire body. So I create the feeling of getting up off the chair, right? So when I have this feeling of getting up off the chair, all the muscles engage for me to get up. But it's also mentally, when I want to get up, I have to calibrate the mental space above me to where I'm getting up to, so I don't hit my head if something's low. So your awareness moves up to, oh, that's where I'm going up. So I create that feeling, I hold my mind there, right? And I also have to calibrate space of where I'm pushing off to. So I hold my mind there and there at the same time, and then I release my body into that, what I'm feeling. And then I do it through the frequency of the energy that I'm working with. So in this context, the life force. So when I have this feeling, I relax all the muscles, but keep that engagement of getting up. What happens is the energy passes through my fascial web into the biotensegrity of the body, and your perception of the body starts to disappear and starts to unify with life force. But if I have a limpness in my body, there's a separation between me and energy, because the energy doesn't conduct through a limp body, it conducts through a active, alive, radiant body. Does that make sense? So it's not muscle tension, but it's not complete limpness either. There's a fine point in between you have to find, where if I engage to get up, there's this feeling of inflation, and then I maintain that quality and I relax my muscles. Now the energy passes through to hold that structure. When I do that, my consciousness releases into the frequency of life force, my perception of the body disappears, which brings us to adjusting the mechanics to increase our perception of energy. So the reason why we worked with consciousness first is if I talk about the mechanics, people's mind contract too much into the mechanics, right? Your mind has to be outside, perceiving energy first, and then with that perception, you refine the body mechanics. If you refine the body mechanics from the start, you're too contracted into, oh, I have to open my hips, I have to open my shoulders, and you keep chasing internally here, rather than just paying attention to the causal principle, which is energy itself. So from the top down, I regulate my body. Does that make sense? And the reason why I have my heels off the ground is this is not the best chair for it, but I can just quickly get up off the chair and create that feeling, right? But if I'm like this, my legs are kind of dead, and it's for me to get up off the chair, I have to lean my body forward, put all the weight in, and then get up, right? But instead, if I have this, I can just stand up straight away. So finding your meditation posture is important only to release the body. It's not to find the perfect position in terms of a lotus position or any of that. It's not necessary. It's whatever's the most comfortable for you to release the body.